a little bit closer.
I think that a year in, it's really exciting for us because we still think that we'll probably be out supporting the record for another year, and already at the halfway point we feel we've accomplished everything, almost everything we said we wanted to with this record. So I'm hopeful that we're going to probably accomplish like a ton more than we thought we were going to at the beginning. I think the song Closer ended up doing much better than we had hoped. On pop radio for sure. I mean, I had just hoped we would get on top 40. I had no idea that we would end up, you know, doing as well as we did. But I think that what's really interesting is seeing how the song has traveled, like because of the internet, because of word of mouth and that sort of thing. Even in countries where it hasn't been on the radio, we can see the response every night when we play the song. It's so excited and people sing along and jump up and down. It's traveled on its own, even if it hasn't been on the radio, and I think that's all we hoped for with the record, was that this would open up new opportunities and increase our fan base internationally. So halfway through the record cycle, I'm already like, we've accomplished everything. Now we just need to do more. You know, we definitely transitioned the last two records towards a sound that was much more pop. But even our record, I mean, as much as it's pop, it's not like, you can't compare it to like Lady Gaga and say it's the same. I think we've taken 14 years of musical experience and just turned, you know, into something. Like, we've just evolved and now we're this, and Heartthrob is just a representation of where we are currently. Our live show doesn't feel like a traditional pop show because we're still trying to capture the 6 records before Heartthrob. Our goal is always to create a cohesive show that, you know, encapsulates all of our different styles and eras and feelings, and, you know, each record really represents different emotional parts of us, so the show has to ebb and flow. It has to have all of that in it. I think Heartthrob's just a piece. It's just a piece of that. I've always been really nervous to perform with other people, even smaller, like small bands, you know. I think that when I'm in the comfort zone of doing what we do on stage, I never worry, I'm never nervous. The second I'm on stage with someone else, it's almost as if I've never been on stage. Like I find myself not working from a place of muscle memory, like reflex. I find myself thinking a lot. So whenever I'm on stage with a band, it's like I'm seeing it under a microscope. I'm seeing the fans, I'm seeing the other artist, I'm seeing myself, you know. It's like a very visceral experience. Specifically the Macklemore and Ryan Lewis moment. I mean, I was like, my hands were like shaking on stage, and I don't think I've felt nervous like that since I was like 16 years old, like when we first started playing music. It's a really cool experience, but it's also only once in a while. It's too intense for me to happen all the time. So we just take it in and enjoy it, and hopefully we get better at joining other people on stage.
A little bit closer. All I wanna know is, can you come a little closer?